Let's see, Ms. Smith, is everyone in yet, or are we still waiting for people?
Honor, everyone is in.
Say it again.
Yes, Your Honor, everyone have been admitted into the Zoom.
Okay, thank you, I appreciate it.
You're
Good
welcome.
morning. Good morning, everyone. This is the Orca A Status Conference Calendar. I'm Judge Eric Morrow, and we'll be presiding over court today. For those of you that are defendants that are on Zoom, let me remind you that this is an official court session. As such, you should conduct yourself as if you were in court with me today. If you are driving, I'm going to need you to pull over. If you are at work, I'm going to need for you to find a quiet place to address the court. You should not be walking around or trying to conduct any other business as court is going on this morning. Again, for those of you that are defendants, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have counsel present at these proceedings. We have public defenders that are present this morning that can assist those of you who qualify for their services. And at the end of my presentation, I will allow the public defenders to let you know how to utilize their services if you would like to do that today. We also have solicitors present who can give you offers in the case this morning. If you are not satisfied with what they offer you to resolve the case, you can still enter a not guilty plea. If you enter a not guilty plea, you have the right to a trial by jury, and you have the right or you have a right to have a bench trial. If you request a bench trial, that trial will be conducted before myself somewhere in the very near future. If you request a jury trial, your case will be sent to a division judge, and they will place you on their next jury trial calendar or a calendar in the future. Let's see. I see Miss Helen. Good morning, Miss Helen. Do we have anyone else from the public defender here today?
No, Judge, it'll be me.
Okay. Good morning, Miss Helen. Would you please let people know how they can utilize your services if they wish to apply this morning?
Sure. And I'm also going to send it in the chat. This morning, if you are seeking the services of the Public Defender's Office, I want you to email me, and I'm going to send my email address in the chat so that everyone has it. You're going to send me an email requesting an application. I'm going to then send you an application back. You're going to fill it out completely. We need all information. And then once you fill it out, you're going to send it back to me. That way we have your application. I can verify that you are approved for our services, and then we can go from there.
Okay, thank you, Miss Helen. Ms. Helen, we also have two individuals in the courtroom this morning with me. They have already been given applications and are filling them out at present. So when you get an opportunity, would you please have someone come down and retrieve those?
Yes, Your Honor, I will.
Okay, very good. Thank you. When I call your name, please unmute yourself and let me know that, that you're present. Position number 1, McKeeve Alexander. It's my understanding, Ms. Helen, that this person is already represented by your office. Ms. Bronstein's name is listed.
It is listed there. And I just need to make sure that we have that file and we have that application, if that's still her representing or our office representing that person, but I'll go ahead and check.
Let's see, is Ms. Alexander or McKeeve Alexander with us?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, good morning, Mr. Alexander. Let's see, you've already applied for the services of the public defender, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And we'll have someone get with you this morning. Okay, so just hang on for us. Do you have the ability to activate your camera? Okay, so you work on that for me as we as I continue the calendar. Okay, Mr. Alexander.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Position number 2, Lamont Atkinson.
Yes, sir, President.
Good morning, Mr. Atkinson. Do you have a private attorney, or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
Yes, I filled out the application, Your Honor. Already.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Atkinson. And the same for you. If you have the ability to activate your camera for me, that'd be great, okay?
Okay, I think I got it. Sorry.
All right, you're fine, sir. Thank you. Position number 3, Robert Britt.
Good morning. I'm here.
Good morning, Mr. Britt. Do you have a private attorney, or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
Yes, I would like a public defender.
Okay. Just hang on, sir. If you will go ahead and begin application for us. If you'll go into the chat. And also, anyone that's seeking a public defender today, if you can also in the chat, put your contact information so that we have that information in the chat, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Britt. Position 4, Xavier Bundridge. Xavier Bundridge. Position 5, Richard Klein. Represented by Mr. Mitnick. Mr. Klein or Mr. Mitnick? Position 6, for Darian Crawford.
Stand at the line, please.
Good morning, Mr. Crawford. How are you? Good. I have down that you have already applied for a public defender. Miss Helen, we have Miss Thomas down. So I understand that you've already filled out another application, or would you like to fill out an application?
I just did.
Oh, you just did? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Crawford. We'll be with you, okay?
Good morning, Your Honor. Sorry to interrupt. Just briefly, Mr. Crawford has another case that is on the bench trial calendar for next Wednesday, the 27th. I know they are 2 separate incident dates, but they do involve one of the same victims. So I just wanted to make the court aware.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Riley. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you.
Position number 7, Brandon Davis. Mr. Davis with us? Position number 8, Lauren Derrick.
Good morning,
Good.
Judge. Attorney Chad Trendacosta here. She is present pre-trial.
Okay, have you already had the opportunity to speak with the solicitor regarding this matter?
I have not, Judge. I reached out, and I'm sorry, my camera was on. I reached out to the solicitor's office because I wasn't sure whose calendar it was. And yesterday I spoke with Mecca Anderson, but I wasn't sure if she's the actual solicitor handling this now.
Okay, let's see who's handling position 8, Ms.
That would
Derrick.
be me, Your Honor, Miss Riley.
Okay,
Okay,
so,
excellent. Yeah, so we,
all right, so when I get to the end of the calendar, I will put you in a breakout room with Ms. Riley so that you all can discuss, okay?
excellent. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Position number 9, Jamil Dickerson.
I'm here.
Good morning, Mr. Dickerson. Do you have a private attorney, or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender this morning?
Yes, sir.
The public defender?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you'll go ahead and do what I've requested of everyone else, if you will begin to fill out the application and put your information into the chat for us, we'd appreciate it, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Position number 10, Angel Dickey.
I'm here.
Good morning, ma'am. Would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. If you'll go ahead and put your information in the chat and begin to fill out the application for us. Thank you.
Okay.
Position 11, Maja Dowdell. Is Ms. Dowdell with us? Position 12, Jesus Garcia. I said, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ross Gordon here on that case, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Gordon.
We do have an offer from the state, and I do expect this case to resolve in a plea, but he does need a Spanish interpreter to enter the plea. I don't know if we have one today or if we need to set it down for a future date with an interpreter.
Okay, I have a final plea date of August 24th. So if we could get us, if it's gonna be a plea, if we could arrange to have a Spanish, we can arrange to have a Spanish interpreter at that time. And hopefully you all can complete the paperwork by then. Does that date work for you, Mr. Gordon?
Yes, Judge, that'll be perfect. What time is that? Is that 9 a.m. as well?
Yes, that's 9 a.m. as well.
Perfect.
Good
Thank
morning,
you,
Your
Judge.
Honor. Erica Marshall Story. Just a few quick questions. Is Ms. Spurling no longer on the case, or do you all work together? That was
I'm
the
his
attorney of
partner.
record I
I'm in
had.
his office.
What was that?
I'm his partner. I'm his partner. I'm in his office.
Oh, okay, just checking. And also, does your client need the plea paperwork in Spanish, or are you able to navigate that?
We can navigate it, but it might be ideal just for habeas and all the other purposes if we just have it in Spanish.
Okay, if I'm able to locate that, I will definitely send that to you. If not, then you may have to use the interpreter to go over that on the 24th, go over the paperwork with your client on the 24th.
Yeah, no worries.
But I'll look
Our
for
office
it.
speaks Spanish, so we can go over it with him if we need to ahead of time.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Good morning, Ms. Marshall. Sorry, thank you.
Good morning.
Anything, you have any other cases on my calendar, Mr. Gordon?
No, Judge, that's all I have. May myself and Mr. Garcia be excused.
Yes, y'all have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. See you on the 24th.
Okay, very good. Position 13, Daryl Gunter. Daryl Gunter. Position number 14, Chaz.
Sorry, Your Honor, Mr. Gunter is speaking. He's on here, but he's on mute.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Gunter. How are you today?
I'm all right, sir.
Good. Would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you will go ahead and put your information in the chat for us and also begin filling out the paperwork, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll be back with you. Thank you, Mr. Gunter.
All right.
Position number 14, Chaz Hawkins. Mr. Murphy.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Murphy. How are you today?
Good. That's my case. I'd received an offer from the state, but we're going to just plead not guilty and send it to the division judge.
Thank you. You are requesting a jury trial?
Yes.
Okay. We will send you the case management order and the request for jury trial. I believe we should already have your information to get that done.
Appreciate it, Judge. I'm currently away on leave, so it may be a minute before I get that back, but I'll alert my paralegal.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Murphy.
That's all I have.
Okay. You have a good day. Enjoy your leave.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 15, Andrew Johnson.
Michael Smith here for Andrew Johnson, Your Honor. We are going to plead not guilty. We are waiting to hear back from the state. There was some issue with restitution in our case, and I haven't gotten a final number or anything from the state on that, and I don't know who is handling the case currently.
Okay. Let's find that out. Who's handling position 15?
Your Honor, I am handling the case, and counsel is correct. I don't have a final number on that restitution also because it involves significant medical expenses. If counsel wants to put it over one more date, I will do my best to ascertain that number. Otherwise, please let me know how you'd like to proceed.
Yeah, we would like to have a discussion about it. We were trying to work to resolve, and I think that was the one holdup is just trying to get some indication as to what that final number would be. And I think there's companion to this too as well. That's kind of going to have the same issue. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Smith, would that August 24th final plea calendar work for you?
It should work, Your Honor. I'm not at trial, but it should work. So.
All right, so that's a 9 o'clock calendar also. So we'll reset you to August 24th. Ms. Marshall Story, I hope that will give you enough time also to get those numbers to Mr. Smith.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Anything further this morning, Mr. Smith?
No, Your Honor. Maybe excused.
Yes, you have a good day. You and your client.
Thank you.
Position 16, Daryl Johnson.
Good morning, Judge. Richard Blevins for Mr. Johnson. May I find out who's assigned to that case?
That's me, Erica Marshall Story.
And Judge, I don't have an offer on it, but I'm optimistic it should be a plea. Is it possible to move to the 8/24 calendar and I can meet with Ms. Marshall Story before then to get a plea offer and everything done?
Okay, does that give you enough time, Ms. Marshall Story?
Yes, Your Honor, it does.
Okay. August 24th at 9 a.m.
Okay, and I'll reach out to you, Ms. Marshall Story.
Okay, that's fine, counsel. Thank you.
All right, very good. Anything further, Mr. Blevins?
No, Your Honor. Can my client be excused of myself?
Yes, have a good day. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Position 17, Samuel Jones. Is Mr. Jones with us? Position 8.
Your Honor, this is a dual arrest with the following case, Nicole Lee.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Marshall Story. Is Ms. Nicole Lee present?
I'm here.
Good morning, Ms. Lee. I have down that, Ms. Helen, that Ms. Lee has already made application. She with the Public Defender's Office. We have Ms. Thomas, who I know is no longer with you there. So if you will check on the status of her application for us.
I will, Judge.
Okay. Is that correct, Ms. Lee? You previously made application for the Public Defender?
Yes, they assigned me someone, then they assigned me someone else, but I haven't heard from her since then.
Okay, we'll let you talk to somebody this morning, ma'am, okay? Did you hear me, Ms. Lee?
Yes.
Okay, so just hold on for me. Thank you, ma'am.
Can I ask you a question?
You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. I'm happy to have you ask a question, but let you speak with the public defender first, and maybe she'll be able to answer your question adequately. And if she can't, then I'm happy to, okay?
Okay.
All right, so just hang on for us. Thank you, ma'am. Position 19, Tangenica Lee. Tangenica Lee. Position 20, Richard Matthews.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Matthews. Let's see. Would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you will go ahead and put your information in the chat and begin filling out the application, we'll get with you, okay?
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Position 21, Miriam Mims. Miriam Mims. Position 22, Tay Owens. Good morning, Mr. Owens. Let's see, would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
Yes, I would.
Oh, you've already filled out? Okay, thank you. So position 22 was also here in court with me, Ms. Helen. Thank you, sir. We'll be with you. Position 23, Michael Patterson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Tevis, Patterson. He's on as well.
Yes.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Yeah, we want to
Okay.
see it. I'm excited to see that.
And we have
Thank you.
a negotiated agreement. I only got the paperwork to the state this morning, so I don't know if they have it or if we want to move this to the August 24th or keep us online to take the plea today.
Good morning, Your Honor. That is my case, Sarita Githia. I did receive the paperwork and I forwarded it on to the litigation managers.
All right, so so why don't we just go ahead and get this done today, Mr. Davis?
Very well. We'll stand by.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Position 24, Kiera Pommels. Kiera, Pommells. Position 25, Keithlin Reeves. Good morning, Mr. Reeves. Mr. Reeves is in court with me. Would you like to seek this? Well, okay, and I see that you've seemingly qualified. We have Ms. Helen, we have Ms. Bronstein down listed as the attorney. So we'll have someone speak with you, Mr. Reeves. Thank you, sir. Position 26, Alan Smiley.
Yes, I'm here.
Good morning, Mr. Smiley. Would you like to seek the assistance of the public defender today?
No, sir. I need time to get a lawyer.
Okay. Let's see, Mr. Smiley, I'm happy to give you that opportunity since this is the first time that you're on the calendar with us. I'm going to reset you for a status conference calendar on August 31st, okay?
Okay.
All right, so what I need for you to do, if you do not retain an attorney by that date, Mr. Smiley, and you would like to seek the assistance of a public defender, if you do not retain an attorney, if you'll go ahead and do that before the 31st, okay?
Okay, thank you.
And you need to go ahead and at your earliest opportunity, retain an attorney if that's what you plan to do so that they can properly prepare your case, all right?
All right, thank you.
All right, we'll send you a notice for August 31st. You have a good day, sir.
You too.
Position 27, David Tatum. David Tatum. Position 28, Alante Waters. Alante Waters. Position 29, Aria Womack. Is there anyone on the line who joined us late or did not hear their name?
I didn't. I didn't hear my name.
Okay, is this Ms. Dowdle?
Yes.
And I'm here for Alante Waters.
Yeah, just one moment. Ms. Dowdle, do you, your position, Ms. Dowdle's position number 11. Would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
Yes.
Okay. And if you did not hear previously, we'll need for you to put your information in the chat for us and go ahead and begin to fill out the application, okay?
Okay.
Great, thank you, ma'am. I'm sorry, was that Ms. Waters?
Yes.
That was trying to get my attention?
Yes.
Okay, yes, Ms. Waters, let's see. Would you like, it appears that you've already filled out the application. You would like to seek a public defender to represent you today?
Well, I thought I was the victim.
Ms. Waters, I've got you charged in case 21 CR 001066F with simple assault family violence.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought I was the victim.
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You have the same last name. You are Lakeisha Waters, not Alante Waters.
Correct.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Waters. It does not appear that Alante Waters has appeared today. We're going to give her one further opportunity. We'll send you notice at the same time if you would like to join us at that time.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Anyone else on the line that did not hear their name?
Judge, this is Attorney Brian Tevis again. We were going to hold for the plea on Mike Patterson. However, I know he's he's traveling out of the country on business, and it looks like he has dropped, disconnected. And I saw his video was cutting out earlier. So I don't know if he's just in a bad service area. Perhaps it's best if we reset it to the 24th. I don't know, but I don't see him on right now.
Mr. Tevis, what's your pleasure? It's either way is fine with me.
Yeah, I don't see him, and I tried to email him, but haven't gotten a response. I would say, I guess we'll just try to set it for the 24th, and then we'll make sure he has a. Yeah, he just emailed me and said, horrible connection, please take the 24th. So
okay,
we can make
fine.
that calendar. The state has the paperwork, so we should be good to go then.
Okay, very good. We will take the plea on August 24th.
Thank you. And will that still be Zoom at 9 a.m.?
Yes, it will be.
Perfect. Thank you very much. May I be excused?
Yes, have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, not to interrupt you, but I feel like I've sent an application to everyone, so I'm based with that. I've emailed someone to come pick up the applications for the 2 in court. So I'm just gonna call everyone back and start the qualification process.
Okay, I know that we have a number of people seeking your assistance, Ms. Helen. I also understand that you're the only public defender that's available today. So let me tell everyone that's on the line, we only have one of Ms. Helen today. Ms. Helen can only do so much at one time. She is going to get to you all as quickly as she can, but I'm going to need everyone to be patient this morning as she seeks to speak with everyone. Okay. We appreciate that. Let's see. Position number 8, Ms. Riley and Mr. Trinacosta. I believe that we're going to place you 2 in a breakout room. Is that, can we go ahead and do that now?
Excellent, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And I see Mr. Corn on the line. Which position are you here for today?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here to help out Ms. Helen.
Oh, fantastic, Mr. Corn. Thank you. Good to see you. I'm not sure, but I think this is probably the first time that you've been in my courtroom.
I believe so.
Okay. Well, we certainly appreciate it. And I'm sure that Ms. Helen does also. So the way that we normally do this is that we have you all speak with them individually. And as you go through the list of people that are seeking your services, if you will come back and announce to the court if they qualify or not and what you would and how you'd like to proceed. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Very good. And so if you will coordinate with Ms. Helen as far as who you all would like to speak with.
Certainly.
Okay, so I think that we have taken care of everyone, or they're waiting for to speak with the public defender. Does anyone else need to address the court at this point in time? Yes.
I did.
I'll get to you 1 second. Who was speaking?
Ms. Dowdell.
Yes, Ms. Dowdell.
So last year when we had the court date, I did the public defender application, but I never heard anything back.
Okay, so we're going to give you that opportunity again today, Ms. Dowdell. So we have public defenders on who will be able to speak with you and let you know if you qualify or not.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So
Thank you.
as I was saying, just hang on the line and they will get to you as quickly as they can. Yes, sir.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
1 second. Did you have a question?
Okay, I was wondering if I could withdraw my application for a public defender and get time to get a regular attorney.
Tell me your name again, sir.
Darian Crawford.
Okay, Mr. Crawford, you do understand that Miss Riley is not with us, that you have another calendar next week that you're supposed to be before me on. So I'm happy to reset you until next week to allow you to get an attorney for this case. And I don't know if you have an attorney for that case or not.
Next week?
Yes.
Oh, well, no, I cannot. That's not what I'm sorry.
Okay, so you want to speak with a public defender today? Okay, all right, so we'll be with you. Thank you, sir. Yes, was there anyone else on Zoom that was seeking to get my attention?
Yes.
Yes, Mr.
I'm currently at work right now, and I was just trying to fill out the application, but I'm having trouble with it because like I had to save it to my phone and then try to edit it. But
Okay.
I'm having trouble doing that right now.
All right, Mr. Britt, I'm going to have the public defender speak with you. And they will address that in a private conference with you. So just hang on the line for me, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay, does anyone else need my attention at the present time? If not, we will be in recess.
I do.
Yes, who's speaking?
Alante Waters.
Okay, Mr. Waters, are you just joining us?
Yes.
All right, court began at 9 o'clock, so we need for you to be more prompt, okay? Let's see. I've got you down as having made application for a public defender. Do you still wish to have a public defender represent you today?
Yes.
All right, so if you will hang on the line, someone will be with you in turn, okay?
Okay.
All right, does anyone else need my attention at the present time? If not, court will be in recess until one of the public defenders or attorney comes back.
Hi, is Mr. Crawford, for Darian Crawford on the line? If he could put his cell phone number in the chat for me, thank you so much.
Your Honor, Mr. Trent Acosta and myself have an announcement whenever the court is ready.
Okay, I'm ready, Ms. Riley.
Thank you. We have reached an agreement on this matter. It will be a plea this morning. Mr. Trent Acosta has the paperwork. He will just need to go over it with his client and sign. And then we should.
Okay. All right, so as soon as we get that paperwork, we'll go ahead and take the plea.
It'll be submitted within the next 5 minutes, Judge.
Okay, very good. I'll let you know when we receive it.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, I have some updates for the court if I can.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Helen.
The first update is position 3. Robert Britt does not qualify for the public defender services. However, he would like to speak to that solicitor over position 3 directly. I believe his contact information is in the chat, but he would like to talk to that solicitor.
Okay,
Position 6 is in court, and give us 1 second. We're going to be calling those people who are in the court presently. Position 9 does not qualify for the public defender's office services. However, he would also like to talk to that solicitor over position 9.
okay,
And then for position 6, Judge, we're going to ask for a one-time reset to August 24th for a possible plea, but we would like that one-time reset for August 24th for position 10.
well, which position, Ms. Helen? I'm sorry.
And I'll be honest, I have a calendar and it may be off numbered. That's for Angel Nicole Dickey. I have her as position 10 on this calendar.
It's 10, Your Honor.
Okay.
So Angel Dickey, you would like a reset
Yes, Your Honor.
until August 24th? Is that what you said?
If there's a sooner date, that would be great, Judge, but just the next available date.
He's doing a
Okay,
staff.
so the 24th is the next available date.
For a possible plea, Judge?
Yes, that's our final plea calendar, Ms. Helen.
Yes, Judge.
All right, and so you're telling me that Ms. Dickey does qualify?
Yes, Judge, she does.
Okay, we'll reset Ms. Dickey till August 24th on the 9 o'clock final plea calendar.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Is Miss Dickey excused?
Yes, have a good day, Ms. Dickey. We'll see you back in August. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let me, anything further, Ms. Helen?
No, Your Honor, I'm just going to actually start calling those people in court now.
All right. So let me speak with whose case is position number 3, Robert Britt?
That would be mine, Your Honor. I have positions 1 through 10.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Britt, are you with me?
Yes, I'm here.
Good morning again, Mr. Britt. It's my understanding that you do not qualify for the services of the public defender this morning, and you've requested to speak with the solicitor for an offer in this matter. So I'm going to have Ms. Riley put the offer on the record here. You will have the opportunity to either accept that offer, request time to get an attorney, or plead not guilty and ask for a bench trial or a jury trial, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Ms. Riley, it's my understanding that Mr. Britt in case 20 CR 005990F has been charged with criminal trespass, family violence, and reckless conduct. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor. The state's recommendation is currently 12 months to serve, as this case involves a gun.
Okay, so you understand that, Mr. Britt? They're asking for 12 months to serve. So I would imagine that you want time to get an attorney to represent you on this matter.
Yes, I would.
All right, so I am going to reset you until August 31st to give you an opportunity to hire an attorney. You would want to go and do that as soon as possible, so that person can begin your defense as quickly as possible, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're gonna get notice for August 31st at 9 o'clock, and so we'll see you back then unless you have any questions for me.
No, that would be all.
Okay, you'll get a notice, Mr. Britt. You have a good day, sir.
You too, thank you.
You're welcome. And let's see, for position number 9, Mr. Dickerson, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you able to activate your camera, sir?
Let's see.
Okay, you're in the same predicament as the previous gentleman. You do not qualify for the services of the public defender. You do have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. It's my understanding that that you wish to know what the offer is in your matter. You can either, after you hear the offer, accept the offer, or you can plead not guilty and ask for a bench or a jury trial, okay?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dickerson, you've been charged in case 21 CR 0000968F with battery. Is that correct, Ms. Riley?
That is correct, Your Honor.
What is the state's recommendation?
It is 12 months probation, 30 hours of community service. He would attend and complete 4 anger management classes and have no contact with Kayla Jones.
You understand what the offer is, Mr. Dickerson?
Yes, sir.
What would you like to do this morning?
I would like to plead not guilty.
Okay. As such, would you like a bench trial or a jury trial? If you request a bench trial, that will be in front of me if in the next month or so. If you request a jury trial, the case will be returned to the division judge, and you'll get notification of your next hearing date.
Can you repeat it one more time, sir?
Sure, that's not a problem, Mr. Dickerson. You can request a bench trial. And the bench trial, I'll make the decision regarding if you're guilty or not and what the sentence will be if you are. If you want a jury trial, which you have a right to, the case was going to be returned to the division judge for that jury trial, which means that you will have a jury determine your guilt or innocence.
I'll do a bench.
Okay. As such, the next bench trial where I will be sitting is going to be September 28th. Okay. So,
yes, sir.
Mr. Dickerson, what I'm going to need for you to do is, if you are going to hire an attorney, go ahead and hire one before September 28th. If you do not hire an attorney, you will have to proceed pro se, which means without the assistance of an attorney, and you will be responsible for presenting any evidence. You'll have the opportunity to cross-examine any witnesses. You have the right to testify on your own behalf and the absolute right to remain silent, okay?
Yes, sir.
You have any questions for me?
No, sir.
All right. Okay, and also, Mr. Dickerson, you're going to have to appear. We have bench trials in person, so you're going to have to come down to the court in person with any evidence or any witnesses that you have, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're going to get paperwork from us, Mr. Dickerson, which will you're going to get the bench trial request date from us, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, any other questions?
No, sir.
All right, we'll see you back on September 28th.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
You do the same, sir. Okay, do we have the paperwork?
I did submit it, Judge. I'm not sure if y'all received it yet. I think that y'all have, but it was submitted.
Yes, I have received the emails with Ms. Redden CC.
The court continues to have a slow printer, so
Oh, understood.
you all will bear with me. We'll get in the page.
Hey, well, at least you're closing cases, Judge. So that's a good thing.
Right. That's what we're here for. All right, so I'll be with you all as soon as I get a complete set of paperwork. Which
Sounds
is,
good.
Your Honor.
Your
Ms.
Honor, I
Lee,
do.
Could you please send me your contact information so I can qualify you? Nicole Lee.
Yes.
Could you send in the chat your contact information, please?
Yes, I'm doing it now. What you need, my number and my email?
That would be great.
Okay, I'm doing it now.
And Your Honor, I have an update for the court, if you're ready.
yes, Ms. Heller.
For position 6, for Darian Crawford does not qualify for the services of the Public Defender's Office. He would like to talk to the solicitor over position 6, as well as if the solicitor is over his other case that's supposed to be heard next week, if that solicitor can talk to Mr. Crawford. He's in the court in person, so I can actually give that solicitor his number in the chat if I can. No.
I'd like to do that on the record, Ms. Helen.
Okay.
I'm having difficulty with my camera, so I'm going to have to log out and log back on, but I'll be right back with everybody. Hold on
Okay.
just a moment. Okay, there we go. Ms. Riley, I'm also being told that we need the null process. Have you sent those over also?
Yes, Your Honor, it was that they were attached in the very first email that I sent to both Mr. Trent Acosta and Ms. Redden.
And I included it in the package that I sent as well. I think it's the last page. So the null process in there. And I included also all of the driver's license forms as well as the probation intake form.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll hold for that. Ms. Helen, any additional announcements aside from position 6?
No, Your Honor, I just need Miari Mims to, I think they're in the courtroom, if I can get their phone number.
Okay, I believe that person is online.
Oh,
who is it?
Position 22, Miari Mims.
Oh, no, yeah, I have that they're in person also. Position 22 is Owens, Ms. Helen.
Oh, okay, so mine's off. Miari Shawnee Mims.
Okay, that person did not appear.
I apologize, Judge, and this calendar may be a position off. I apologize.
Okay, no, that's fine. So who would you like to speak with?
I've got contact for everyone then. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, all right. So let's see. While we're still waiting for the paperwork, Mr. Crawford, would you come up to the podium, please? And Ms. Riley, if you could, also, I don't know if you have before you the offer for the calendar for next week or the charges on that matter.
Your Honor, I have the, just the case number, but I believe Ms. Giviea is handling that case.
Okay,
Yes,
so,
Your Honor.
hey, good
And-
morning, Ms. Capiella. Let's
Good
see,
morning.
what are those charges?
Those charges are criminal trespass, battery, substantial physical harm, cruelty to children in the 3rd degree, and theft by taking. And I also have that Mr. Dwayne Haddad is representing him in that matter.
Okay, and what's the next calendar that he's on?
That's the bench trial for next Wednesday, Your Honor.
Okay. And if Mr. Haddad is representing him on, and he qualified for those cases, I don't understand why he wouldn't qualify for these cases.
I don't understand either, and I see it had Bianca Thomas, who I believe was previously with the Public Defender's Office.
Right.
So, I'm not sure if he had a change in income. I don't know.
Okay, let's see. I think Ms. Helen is with someone right now, Mr. Crawford, so I'm gonna try to clarify this because if.
I had to change of income.
Say it again?
I had to change of income.
Oh, okay. Let me speak with Ms. Helen. So if you'll just have a seat for me for another moment, let me speak with her.
Hey, Judge, I was just on the phone with Mr. Reeves. You needed me?
Yes, Ms. Helen. Let's see. Mr. Crawford is scheduled to be before me next week on a bench trial with Mr. Haddad. So apparently he qualified at that point in time, but he had a change of income and he doesn't qualify at this point in time. Do you know whether or not you all are still going to be able to represent him next week?
I'm gonna double check on that, but for this case, Mr. Crawford did not qualify. I'll check with Mr. Haddad what the change was, how he did qualify for next week's and not this week's. But for our income guidelines, Mr. Crawford does not qualify.
Okay, so
So can we reset him to the July 27th with his other case? And we can check with my office and see the applications that we have?
okay, I mean, that is next Wednesday.
I can verify by today to see what happened with Mr. Crawford so that by the 27th, we have
Okay.
a final answer.
Yes, I would prefer to do that.
Yes, Judge.
Come on back up, Mr. Crawford. I'm sorry.
Your Honor, I do apologize. We did file a motion for continuance. I don't know if you received it yet. Regarding this one, I don't know if you received it.
Okay. Did you send it to one of the case managers?
Yes, sir. I sent it.
All right, so it seems like we have a number of things to get in place here. So our next bench trial calendar is going to be on September 28th that I'll be presiding over. And I would rather, if possible, move forward with all of these cases at the same time, if that's what we're going to do regarding these matters. So Ms. Helen, if you would get in touch with Mr. Haddad, let him know that we are resetting the case for next Wednesday, bench trial over until the 28th, okay? I want to, by next week or so, let Mr. Crawford know which cases the public defender will be representing him with. Okay.
Understood, Judge. And that's September the
28th.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Do you understand, Mr. Crawford? You were supposed to be before me next Wednesday for a bench trial.
Right.
I would prefer to have all these cases at one time so that we can dispose of everything
Okay.
at that time, if possible. So if it's all right with you, we'll reset all of these cases until the 28th of September.
Well, Your Honor, if I may, for this case that is on the calendar today, I guess we don't have an answer from Mr. Crawford as to what he would like to do with this case. So if we set both of them for a bench trial, he hasn't asked or requested a bench trial on the second case. So I'm just trying to make sure what we're doing on the 28th.
Well, I want to give Mr. Haddad the opportunity to discuss both of these cases, if that's possible, with you all.
Okay.
Before we move forward. And if we can have a bench trial on the 28th, then that's fine. If there's another request before the 28th, then we'll entertain that. Is that fine?
Sure.
Is that fine with everyone? I just want to give Mr. Haddad, since this is his client at the present time, for next week, and that might affect either that case or the case that we're here, that he's here before the court on now. So I want to give Mr. Haddad at least the opportunity to speak with Mr. Crawford regarding all these matters.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Is that fine with you, Mr. Crawford?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so expect to hear from Mr. Haddad, and when you come back, we'll address everything at one time, okay?
All right, so on the 27th or on September 28th?
On the 28th.
September 28th.
September 28th. But you should be hearing from Mr. Haddad, your attorney, on the next week's calendar. So you're not going to be here next week, but you should be hearing from him regarding that, hopefully in the next couple of days, okay?
All right, I got you.
Okay, you have any questions for me?
I can be dismissed.
Yeah, yes, you can be dismissed. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you, Ms. Helen. How's the paperwork coming?
It's still printing out. I've also asked them upstairs to print out as well, so whomever gets it back.
All right, as soon as we get the paperwork together, we'll move forward with the plea.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And just so that the solicitors know, we do have a bench trial calendar on the 24th of August. When I set that bench trial calendar, I gave the defendants the opportunity, when I made the announcement that it would be in front of me. I'm going to be on vacation during that time. So I'm going to give, if they wish to have it go forward before someone else on the 24th, then those cases will go forward. Because I gave them the option and I told them that it was going to be before me, I'm going to give, I believe that we might have 3 on the calendar. I'm going to give them the opportunity to reschedule until the 28th, okay? So just so if there's some rescheduling going on, that's why.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Any problem with that from the state?
No, no
No, Your
problem.
Honor.
All right, thank you. I just wanted to inform you, let you know what was going on. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. I have all the paperwork now. So if counsel ready to proceed, the court is ready to proceed.
Alrighty, we're ready. And Lauren, you can go ahead and unmute and put your camera on.
Great.
Just so that I'm clear, so the plea is going to be the criminal trespass.
No, there's an updated accusation. It's 1 count DUI less safe and 1 count following too close.
That is correct.
Okay.
The original accusation just needed to be changed really quick. I think it was just inadvertently sent with that, so we changed it.
All right, so I will need the only plea info that I have has criminal trespass on it. So
I sent a separate email with just the one attachment. So I can send it again. Were you able to find it, or should I resend it, or?
And your no cross is not in here either.
And I do not have an objection to the court striking through criminal trespass and just writing DUI less safe and following too closely. By
Yeah, no
definition.
objection from us either.
No, it's not.
okay. Okay, I've got the correct paperwork now. Thank you. And just is it Derek? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Derek. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you. You can put your hand down, Ms. Derek. Ms. Riley?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state would expect the evidence to show that on March 17th of 2020, officer was dispatched to Monroe Drive and Worcester Drive in Fulton County in regards to an accident involving 2 vehicles. When the officer arrived, both vehicles were sitting in the middle of the street disabled due to flat tires. A group of people had gathered and told the officer that the first driver, Ms. Derrick, was trying to leap with her dog and walk away, and that she had, ran into the back of the second car. And when the officer was speaking with her, he noticed an odor of alcoholic beverage coming from her breath and person. She began to sway back and forth and had slurred speech. He asked her if she had been involved in the accident. She stated no, and then tried to leave and seemed to be confused. And the officer, based on other observations, was able to ascertain from his knowledge and experience that Ms. Derrick was under the influence of alcohol and was charged with DUI less safe and following too closely. The state's recommendation for the DUI, this is a first in life, is 12 months to serve 24 hours, credit for the time served upon arrest. So no additional jail time is needed. Balance probated, a $300 fine, 40 hours of community service. She's to complete an alcohol and drug evaluation and any treatment that is recommended, to attend a risk reduction and 1 victim impact panel. For the following too closely, it is 12 months probation concurrent to count 1 and a $200 fine.
Okay. Mr. Trinacosta? You're on mute.
That's our understanding of the plea negotiation, Judge. We just ask that you accept that. The only other thing that we'd like to request is that the probation become non-reporting upon completion of the terms. Also, she is now living in the state of Florida, so we just ask that the probation can be via phone or mail. She also has completed all of the conditions in anticipation of this, Judge. So really, all that's left is the fines.
Any objection to non-reporting, Ms. Riley?
No objection, Your Honor.
Ms. Derrick, it's my understanding that you wish to plead guilty to DUI, less safe, and following too close. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I will accept the plea as negotiated, along with the terms. And once you complete or all the terms, it'll go to a non-reporting status. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Anything further on Ms. Derrick this morning?
Just 2 things, Judge, just really quick for housekeeping purposes. One, I did submit the probation intake form. So will they reach out to her, or will she be logged into a meeting with them? Normally they reach out, I believe, but I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, this information for probation is in the chat, but they will also reach out to her.
Okay, so the information for probation, I'm told, is in the chat, but they will also reach out to her. So if you'll make sure that you get that information, so that if you don't hear in the next few days, you'll have the information to get in touch with probation.
Okay, excellent. And then one last thing, the affidavit of first conviction, I did submit that. Would you mind if you had your clerk send it to my address? I'll just give like a PO box, so that way I can just forward it over to her address in Florida.
Okay, that's fine with me. So you're gonna put that in the chat?
I can send it over to Monica via email.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
All right, very good. Anything
Okay,
further?
perfect. That's it, Judge.
All right. Good luck to you, Ms. Derrick, in Florida, and we'll see you next time, Mr. Trinacosta.
Likewise. Have a great day. Thank you very much, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good morning. Good morning.
And the probation officer's information isn't in the chat. I don't see it. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll send you my information, and then you can send it back. Perfect.
Okay, very
All
good.
right. Y'all have a great day. Thanks, Judge.
All right, do the same.
Bye.
Okay, so we again will be in recess until one of the public defenders comes back.
Judge, I do have an announcement for the court. An update for position 23. Mr. Owens does not qualify for the services of the Public Defender's Office. However, he would like to speak to the solicitor today.
22.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
sorry. It's Ty Owens, case number 21 CR 001035F.
Okay. And he does not qualify? Okay. Anything further, Ms. Helen?
No, Judge, I think the last person I'm waiting to speak to, just one more person.
Okay, thank you. Okay, good morning, Mr. Owens.
Good morning.
Let's see, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. It's my understanding that you've applied for the public defender, but do not qualify. As such, if you want time to hire an attorney, I'm happy to give you that opportunity. If you want to hear what the solicitor has to offer on these charges this morning, I'm happy to put that on the record for you. Once you hear that, you can either decide that you want to accept the offer or you can plead not guilty. If you plead not guilty, you can come back before me for a bench trial if you like, or you can have a jury trial and your case will be returned to the division judge, okay?
All right.
Let's see. Whose case is this?
That is my case, Your Honor. I'm having some problems with my video.
Okay. Do you have any announcements while we're here, Mr. Corn?
I do. With your permission, Judge.
Yes.
Number 11, Miaha Dowdell. I have interviewed her and she will qualify for the service of the public defender. So I'm going to ask that this be placed on the next calendar and we will build a file, interview her, get offers, get discovery, and proceed.
Okay, so we'll place that on the August 31st status calendar, if that's all right with you.
Yes, please.
Okay, August 31st at 9 a.m. All right, Ms. Dowdell,
she should still be here.
Okay, I see her there. I just want to excuse her.
Yes,
Okay,
I'm here.
All right, so you do qualify, so we'll see you back on August 31st, okay?
All righty.
All right, you have a good day, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I also have an announcement on number 19, Nicole Lee.
18 on my calendar.
Okay, we have that on our calendars as position 18, but go ahead, Mr. Corn.
Okay. I wonder if I was supposed to talk tonight. 18.
I think that the calendar somehow got a little off, but you're fine. Go ahead, Mr. Corn. What's the announcement?
On Ms. Lee, we would, she does qualify for the public defender. We would ask that she be placed on the next calendar, the August 31st status calendar. And we will build a file and interview her and see what we can do to work this out.
Okay, very good. Are you with us, Ms. Lee?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so we will reschedule your case until August 31st at 9 a.m., okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Have a good day, ma'am.
You too.
Thank you.
And my final announcement for just now is Mr. Richard Matthews, number 21 on my calendar.
Okay.
Which the right one?
He's 20 an hour, but that's fine. Go ahead.
He does qualify also, and we'd ask that this be placed on the 8/31 status calendar as well.
Okay. Let's see. Are you with us, Mr. Matthews?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay. We'll see you back on August 31st, okay?
All right. Yes, sir. You have a great day.
You have a great day also.
Thank you, Judge. And it's my understanding that there are 2 folks in the courtroom who filled out applications and need to be spoken to by one of us.
I have, Mr. Corn, that we have position 1 that's online, position 2 that's on Zoom. Position 13, well, on my, these are all on my calendar. So 1, 2, and 13 that need to be spoken to, I believe. And in person, position 25, who still needs to be spoken to.
I had actually 26, but Keith Lon Reeves is who I had as the
Yes,
person in the
that, yeah,
courtroom.
right.
Okay. And I also had 22 on my calendar, which would be Mariah Mims was also in the courtroom.
No. No, she was not present. I think that's Ty Owens.
Okay.
It's now 22.
Oh. Oh, okay.
All right, so let me see.
So who's in the courtroom?
Do we?
Position number 22 in person, and he stated they announced he does not qualify for them.
Okay, this is Mr. Owens, right?
Right.
Yeah, so I have Mr. Owens who does not qualify. We also had Mr. Reeves. Because it's our position 25. What happened to Mr. Reeves? He was in person. Is he still here?
Actually, I think we already represent Mr. Reeves. I have Emily Bronstein listed as in.
Right, we have that also. So we're just trying to figure out where he is.
That I don't know.
Your Honor, is he possibly in a breakout room? No, he's in person, never mind. Is he out in the hall talking with Ms. Helen?
Yes, Judge, are we talking about Mr. Reeves?
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Reeves is in the hallway talking to me. I do have an announcement on that case, if that's okay with the court.
Okay, go ahead, since we're on him.
Yes, Judge, we would like a one-time reset for a plea for the August 24th calendar.
August 24th for a plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. That's going to be at 9 o'clock. So we'll see you back, Mr. Reeves, for a plea on August 24th, okay? All right, any questions? You have a good day. Thank you, sir.
And Your Honor, I don't know if I'm sorry to interrupt you. I don't know if there were other people waiting for me to call them or.
Yes, let's see. We have position number 1, Mr. Alexander, I believe. Position number 2, Mr. Lamont Atkinson. Position number 13 on my calendar, Mr. Darrell Gunter.
Okay.
Okay, so.
And Mr. Corn, I'm sorry, Judge. I actually have emails on position 1 and 2. If Mr. Corn can take Gunter, we should be good.
All right, I'm on it.
Okay.
So I have positions 1 and 2.
And also, Mr. Waters did show up.
I saw.
Okay, so if you can also, and that's position, on my calendar, that's position 28.
28. And Mr. Waters would like to.
Yes, he'd like to seek the assistance, your assistance.
And Mr. Corn, if you could talk to Mr. Waters, I'll talk to position 1 and 2.
Okay, I will do that.
Thank you so much, Judge.
Okay, thank you all. So, Ms. Guthier, are we ready to proceed on position 22, Mr. Owens?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So I've given you the preliminary instructions, Mr. Owens. You've been charged in case 21 CR 001035F with battery, substantial physical harm, and theft by taking. Ms. Guthier, what is the state's offer?
The offer is 12 months probation, 6 anger management sessions, 40 hours of community service, a theft class.
Do you understand the recommendation, Mr. Owens?
Yes, I do.
And what would you like to do?
I like to take it to trial, not guilty.
Okay. Would you like a bench trial in front of me, or would you like to have a jury trial in front of a jury of your peers?
I'll take the jury trial.
Okay, so we are going to return the case to the division judge. We're going to have you fill out some paperwork here in just a moment. and get you a case management order. And once we transfer the case, you will be getting your next court notification, okay?
Okay. And also I was told that I'll be getting emailed some stuff to my email. I'm not sure.
Okay, since you're here, we can probably just give you that today. Okay, you will get your notification for your next hearing date, probably by email.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions for me?
No, that's it.
Okay, so if you just have a seat for a minute, we'll get you the documents so we don't have to send them to you. You'll be done today, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, we will be in recess until one of the public defenders comes back.
If Mr. Lamont Atkins could put his number in the chat for me, thank you so much.
Nick. 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 Look. Man, we full time. You think about uniform baby. Why not do it, sir? Why?
Hey, Judge, I have my last two announcements if you're ready.
Yes, Ms. Helen.
Yes, Judge, for position one, we're asking for a one-time reset for a possible plea to August 24th calendar, as well as position two. Position two will be for more investigation for this case, Judge, and possibly requesting a jury trial for the 24th.
Okay, August 24th at 9. And Mr. Alexander and Mr. Atkinson, I take it qualified for the services of the public defender.
Yes, Judge, they do.
Okay. All right, Mr. Alexander, Mr. Atkinson, if you don't have anything further business before the court today, we'll see you back on August 24th, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thanks. Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, y'all have a good day. Thank you. So let's see, we still, I believe, have positions 13 and 28. Well, Mr. Gunter and Mr. Waters.
That's correct, Judge. I've interviewed Mr. Waters. He does qualify, and we are going to ask for a August 31st date so we can put together a file.
Okay, August 31st at 9 o'clock.
And I'm about to interview Mr. Gunter.
Okay, very good. And
I apologize, Judge. I think that may be August 24th. The 31st is a Saturday.
Oh.
now we have an August 24th calendar, a final plea calendar, and a status calendar on August 31st.
Okay, understood, Judge.
Okay. All right.
Wait, are we setting people for a Saturday?
No, is it? Let me make sure that's what I
It's not
have.
a Saturday.
It's a Wednesday.
Oh, it's a Wednesday. I apologize, Judge. Apologize.
All right, Mr. Korn, so I believe we only have one person left. And Mr. Korn, if it's all right with you, while you're gone and Miss Helen's here, we're gonna go over the calendar while you interview.
That would be fine.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And Mr. Waters, you're free to go. We'll see you back on August 31st, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, you have a good day, sir.
All right.
Okay, do you have all the information you need from Mr. Gunter, Mr. Korn?
No, I don't. I have his contact information. I'm good.
Okay, all right, very good. So Ms. Redding, as soon as you're ready? Okay, are you all ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very good.
Can everyone hear me?
I can't. It's
You're a little low.
Is that better?
yes, yes.
Considering the calendar may be off for some of you, I will read the position number as well as the last name for clarity. Position number 1, Alexander, final plea, August 24th at 9. Position number 2, Atkinson, 8/24 at 9. Position number 3, Britt, 8/31, status. Position number 4, FTA, 8/31 at 9. Position number 5, Klein, FTA, 8/31 at 9. Position number 6, Crawford, bench trial, September 28th at 1:30. Position number 7, Davis, FTA, 8/31 at 9. Position number 8, Derrick, negotiated plea. Position number 9, Dickerson, bench trial, September 28th at 1:30. Position number 10, Dickey, final plea, 8/24 at 9. Position number 11, Dowdell, August 31st at 9. Position number 12, Garcia, final plea, needs an interpreter, August 24th at 9. Position number 13, Gunter, we're holding for report from the Public Defender's Office. Position number 14, Hawkins, jury trial sent back to the division. Position number 15, Johnson, final plea, August 24th at 9. Position number 16, Johnson, final plea, August 24th at 9. Position number 17, Jones, FTA, 8:31 at 9. Position number 18, Lee, August 31st at 9. Position number 19, FTA, August 31st at 9. Position number 20, Matthews, status, 8:31 at 9. Position number 21, Mims, FTA, 8:31 at 9. Position number 22, Owens, jury trial sent back to the division. Position number 23, Patterson, final plea, 8:24 at 9. Position number 24, FTA, 8:31 at 9. Position number 25, Reeves, final plea, August 24th at 9. Position number 26, Smiley, August 31st at 9. Position number 27, FTA, August 31st at 9. Position number 28, Walters, August 31st at 9. Position number 29, FTA, August 31st at 9.
I apologize. I missed some of those. For Kiera Pamel's 24, is that position 24 for you guys? 25.
It's 24,
What was that disposition?
FTA.
Okay.
Okay, anything further? Any other-
Not for me, Judge. We're just holding.
Okay. All right, so as soon as Mr. Corn gets back, we'll be at recess until Mr. Corn gets back.
Understood.
Let's see, I see a Shaquille has joined the Zoom link. If Shaquille has business with the court, you'll have to identify yourself.
Hi, yes, good morning. I actually have a case, but I believe my case was, you guys spoke about my case and I was not on the Zoom call. And I was speaking with what is her name? I think her name is Miss Clements I was speaking with in regards to my case, and I wanted to speak with you about the case.
Your Honor, I apologize for interrupting, but I believe Shaquille is a victim on one of the cases because Ms. Clemens is a victim advocate. So I'm not sure if,
Okay,
I'm not
so
sure which case it's for.
Jenkins versus Montgomery.
Montgomery?
Yes, sir.
I don't believe that there's a Montgomery on, I don't remember Montgomery, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so we do have a victim, Ms. Clemens.
Good morning, Judge. Yes, Miss Montgomery is actually the victim. Jenkins is position number. It's position number. It's a dog bite case. Hold on one second, Judge.
Mr. Johnson, Andrew Johnson. Dog at large?
No.
No?
Because my numbers are off too. So it's position number 15. Santarians, Jenkins, cruelty to animal, dog at large.
We don't have that on our calendar.
Your Honor, he is on the calendar.
But
it looks like position 15, but it may be 14 or 16.
Okay, so I have for 15, Andrew Johnson. Is it or is it not Andrew Johnson? Do we know?
No.
Okay, so 14 is Chase Hawkins and 16 is Daryl Johnson.
I see Daryl Johnson is 17 on the calendar I have. Andrew Johnson is 16. If you go up one more, Santerrence Jenkins should be the case above Andrew Johnson.
Okay, that's the case above Andrew Johnson on my calendar is Chase Hawkins.
And I have Santerrence after Chase Hawkins.
Okay, so
the case number is 20 CR 0028886Y, cruelty to animals. It's been set down for a final plea of August 24th.
okay. All right, thank you, Ms. Marshall-Story. We appreciate that. So, Ms. Shankwell,
Yes, sir.
Did you have a question for the court regarding that?
I did. I wasn't able to be on when you all called the case, but I wanted to state that this case, we've been fighting this case with Ms. Jenkins for some years now, and she does not show up for court, and they constantly keep rescheduling. And I really would like for the courts to just rule out on this.
Okay, so Ms. Shankwell, she is set for a final plea on August 24th. And if she doesn't, and are they represented by counsel, Ms. Marshall-Story, do you know?
No, I did not see that counsel was represented.
Okay.
Or the
So
defendant was
we will
represented
give
by
you
counsel.
the opportunity. Thank you, Ms. Marshall-Story, excuse me. Ms. Shankwell, we'll give you the opportunity to come back at that time. If she does not show up at that time, then more than likely a bench warrant will be issued for her arrest, okay?
Okay, so can I ask one question before we dismiss?
Hold on one moment. Yes.
Okay.
According to the case number that Ms. Marshall-Story just gave me, for Santerrence Jenkins, that is that
Okay. All right. I don't know if you all heard that or not, but Ms. Marshall, I'm being told that that case with the case number has an August 9th jury trial before Judge Edie at 11 a.m.
Okay, this is my first time hearing about this one. Okay. So, okay.
All right.
August 9th.
Okay. And Ms. Clemens, are you in contact with, you have Shanquell there. Is that your last name? What's your name?
It's Shaquille Montgomery.
Oh, Miss Montgomery. Okay,
Yeah.
Miss Montgomery. Miss Clemens, would you make sure to keep Miss Montgomery informed as to any court dates and hearings in this matter?
Yes, sir, Judge, I will.
Okay, thank you. Do you
You're
have anything further for me, Miss Montgomery?
No, hopefully we can get this resolved.
Okay, I hope so also. Thank you,
Yeah,
ma'am.
thank
All
you.
right, good luck to you.
Thanks.
You have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Mr. Corn, is there an announcement?
There is on Mr. Gunter, who was number, 13 on my calendar.
Okay, so he's 13 on mine also.
Daryl Gunter, well, that's a miracle, I guess. He is not going to qualify. He would ask to speak to a solicitor about his case.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Corn. Mr. Gunter, so you do have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. You are charged in case 21 CR 0000674F with failure to maintain lane, driving under the influence of alcohol, less safe, and reckless driving. Is this your case, Ms. Marshall Story?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
What's the recommendation?
Your Honor, on a plea to the DUI, less safe, the state is offering 12 months to serve 24 hours, balance probated, a $500 fine, 40 hours of community service, the risk reduction program, alcohol drug evaluation and treatment if necessary, and 1 victim impact class. The reckless will merge with the DUI and the state will no process any remaining charges.
Do you understand the recommendation, Mr. Gunter?
Yes, I was trying to understand what's the 12 months probation.
You'll be on probation most likely until you complete the terms of the probation. So you'll have to be on probation until you get all the terms completed.
No problem.
Okay, so you have the option of entering a guilty plea or pleading not guilty, being reset for either a bench trial or a jury trial, whichever you prefer. What would you like to do?
I mean, I would like to talk to someone about it, but if that's the case, then yeah, I would like to talk to someone about it. But I would like this plea. I would just like to talk to somebody.
Okay,
else.
so you want to seek the advice of an attorney? Is that what you're telling me, Mr. Gunter?
I don't have no attorney money. So
I'm happy to give you time to talk to somebody. I don't know who you want to talk to regarding the matter if it's not an attorney, but if you need time to talk with whomever you need, I'm happy to give you that opportunity.
all right. Matter of fact, could you explain the charge to me over again?
Okay, you've been charged with failure to maintain lane, driving under the influence of alcohol, less safe, and reckless driving.
Okay. And the stipulations for that said 12 months probation. Now I gotta do some classes and some stuff.
Yes, sir. Would you like Ms. Marshall's story to repeat what the state is asking that you do?
Yes.
All right. You want to take it down? You have a pen?
What if I were to put it in the chat and I'll spell it out as best I can, and then that would allow the defendant to read it and take it down at his leisure, or I can say it out loud again.
Okay.
All right.
All right. What, Mr. Gunter? You like her to put it in the chat, or you want to take it down?
She could put it in the chat.
Okay.
But
so
I'm gonna take this plea though.
So do you want to put it in the chat or do you want her to
Put
you
it-
want her to see it verbally?
Yes, I want see it. Yes.
You want her to say it verbally? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Marshall Story, if you would indulge, please.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. Sir, on a plea to the charge of driving under the influence, less safe, the state is requesting the following. That you plead guilty to that charge. You will be placed on probation for 12 months. You will receive credit for the 24 hours that you served. Statutorily, you have to do that. And I'm sure that you have done that when you were arrested. The second thing that will need to happen is that you will need to take a course. There is what's called a risk reduction course that you can take through the Department of Driver Services. They have different locations. You will also have to do an evaluation through probation for alcohol, drug, possible issues. And if the probation department and whomever conducts that process with you, if they deem that you need additional assistance in those areas, then there may be some treatment that they recommend. You will also be responsible for that treatment. You will need to complete 40 hours of community service. The judge can explain what is and is not acceptable. You will also have to complete one victim impact class. There will also be a $300 fine that is assessed that you will pay again through probation.
Okay. No problem.
Okay, so you would like time to decide what you want to do, Mr. Gunter? Or...
No, I'm gonna go ahead and take this plea.
Okay, so given that he does not look like he's in a place to be able to complete the paperwork, we're going to reset you for a final plea. Ms. Marshall Story, if you would mind getting Mr. Gunter's information to get him the paperwork so he can fill it out. So we're going to reset you, Mr. Gunter, for a final plea on August 24th. That will give you enough time to get the paperwork from Ms. Marshall Story and get it back to the court so that we can get that plea taken on August 24th, okay?
Yes, sir.
Let's see.
Your Honor, may I briefly inquire as an alternate suggestion? Would it be easier for Mr. Gunter to come into the courtroom and we have that paperwork sent to the clerk? Or sir, are you actually able, with you providing your email address to me, if I send you the paperwork, you can print it out and either send it back to me or bring it in person? We're trying to make this as easy for you as possible.
I can send it back. I can send it back in.
Okay, via email?
Yes.
Okay, if you can put your email in the chat to Erica, well, just put it in the chat and I will get it and I will forward you the plea paperwork.
Okay.
Now, I am unable to explain anything to you. So I want to make sure you're aware. All I can do is send it to you and state the terms again, but I can't do any additional explaining other than what I did today in court on the record.
Okay, that's no problem then.
Okay.
All right. Do you have anything further for the court this morning, Mr. Gunter?
No, sir.
All right. So we'll see you back on the 24th. And make sure that you get that paperwork completed before the 24th, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, anything further this morning, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good day. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Okay.